Emory Hunt and Will Brinson here to take a look at a Kansas City Chiefs team that perhaps is peaking at the right moment. Defense continues to be the question mark here, but they stand up and show out. Emory Hunt, you take a look at this 60 minutes of football for the Chiefs, and it obviously feels like they're heading in the right direction. You have any major takeaways from this one?
I was impressed with their defense, Joe, and how well they covered on the back end. This is not an easy offensive attack to play coverage against, and you saw this secondary start to find its rhythm, start to find its way. Every pass you showed in this highlight clip, and even throughout the game, blanketed wide receivers. And up front, I thought the Seahawks had a problem all game long protecting Geno Smith. He was under duress. They couldn't get these guys blown off the ball to get the run game going. So if you're a Chiefs fan, if you're watching this game, you're impressed with how it happens every year. Steve Spagnuolo's defense seems to get better as the year goes on. This was a great display of defensive output.
I think, too, you can probably look at this game and think, man, did Mahomes lock up the MVP? You mentioned the chance that they were littering the field with there in Kansas City, Musso. And I tell you what, man, that rushing touchdown by Mahomes, I mean, I know we briefly saw the highlight. Watching that, live and seeing, it's insane how it reminded me of a play from Michael, or midway through, Michael Vick's career with the Falcons, when he sort of, floats. He's floating across there horizontally and has the wherewithal to get the ball out and just get the tip on the pylon as he's going out of bounds, using the full world width. The pylon, the plane extends across the entire universe, and you see it right there. Just insane athleticism. The guy is crazy athletic. And Joe Burrow and Cincinnati took care of business in New England, but Burrow kind of struggled down the stretch there a little bit. And then Josh Allen really didn't look fantastic against the Bears in a game that we thought they might blow them out in as heavy favorites. So I think for Mahomes, he already had a pretty good lead in the MVP race, and I think he only extended it a little bit with this performance on Saturday afternoon.
Emory, hard to argue with the data points we were offered here. We talk about Heisman moments, maybe an MVP moment with Patrick Mahomes bracing himself off the ground and efforting that goal line. Do you see the MVP race the same way?
I do not. I see it as Jalen Hurts' trophy to lose, and we'll see how significant he's going to be when Gardner Minshew gets out there against a defense that takes no prisoner. And we know Gardner Minshew loves to give up sacks and also loves to give the ball away to the other team. So I think him not playing could make his case even stronger than it already is. But to you guys' point, it's hard to ignore with Heisman moments because it's human nature. We tend to remember what we saw last, and that was just a fantastic display. I know what Will's talking about, the Vic run versus the Panthers. We kind of floated across the end zone, knee didn't touch the ground, broke the plane, touchdown.
I'll never forget where I was in that Vic play.
No, you're good, Will Brinson. As the conversation continues here, taking a look at some of those numbers out of this ball game. Patrick Mahomes, 2 with the arm, 1 with the legs.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.